Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. Just a goofy old lady, middle-aged. Well, how do you just call yourself middle-aged when you don't know when you're gonna die? I'm just in my middle 40s, near middle 40s, near smack dab middle in my 40s, and I'm just trying to make the best of my situation in life. Yep. Try and accentuate on positive things. I just give little daily esoteric reports on how I see them. I collect a lot of data. Astrologists and media, all kinds of media. But it's funny. I understood the importance of reading. It expands your mind. It gives you scope and gives you things to think about. Well, I've never been big on reading because I've been too busy being curious and trying to figure things out on my own. Yeah. I'm an experiential spirit living in a soul sack. Today I got a crink in my neck. You gotta ask yourself, I gotta ask myself, how do I get a crink in my neck? It's my neck. Nobody put a crink in my neck. What did I do to cause the crink in my neck? Well, I wasn't being direct. I wasn't in alignment. I wasn't looking at what I was doing head on, giving it all my attention. I was looking sideways. ORM, operational risk management. We cause our own pain. I used to see it all the time. Workspace is very important. I'd like to help people set up their workspace, get their IT all in order. IT for the fifth dimension. I am it. Cabling, I do it all. Anyway, people would always complain about, aches and pains and stuff, but when I'd see how they sit in their cubicles, I'm like, no wonder. I stood up a lot. I'm like, how do I get one of those? Because there are always people that had special arrangements. How do they get their special arrangements? What do they know? Who do they know? Because you gotta know, because people don't just get special arrangement just because they're them. Usually they get it because of some sort of clout or favor, I'd like to see that change. I want everybody to give everybody special arrangements. So I saw some people with special arrangements. This is a story of my life. It's like the desks that were really tall. I'm like, that'd be perfect for me because I have arthritis in my spine. It's deteriorating. It's degenerative. We all just break down when we don't use what we got. So, you have these couple people that had the desktops that would raise. And you're like, wow, how do you get one of those? Well, she just ordered it because she worked for purchasing, but other people had it, but, it's not for everyone, it's for the special. Most of the time, organizations don't want to start doing that because then, when they see it, then everybody's going to want it because everyone wants to be special. We're all the same. There's no difference between me and freaking Hubba Bubba with the big stupid fucking truck with the fucking... Just things aren't I in line with. I need to not make fun. The big guys that just want to hunt and kill things and fucking scratch and all that. It's just, all that manly stuff, I'm just not into it. I like soft things. I like things that are caring and loving and that don't create fucking death and destruction. Hey, Ingy. So, I'm more in line with creating things, building it up, and not tearing them down. That's one of the reasons why I do these videos, because, there's this line of thinking that I've heard my entire life. I've always been in line with esoteric things. In things like, astrology. I had my first chart done when I was born on parchment paper. Yeah, old-timey. I'm a classic. I was born an old man. Kind that is respectful. You know why we're yelling at you to get off our lawn? Because we care about it. We take good care of it. It's natural, and for you stomping on it, imposing your will on mine is rude. So yeah, get off my fucking lawn. It's my lawn. Nah. Maybe everyone, if came and sat on the lawn, talked about things. Let's do that. Let's change that way of thinking. That's why I do these, is manifestation. I just talk about a world that I want to see. I know how the world is. There's a lot of ugliest, you know. People put a lot of money in baskets for churches. Come to find out, in the shroud of secrecy, it's why I live direct and tell everything about me. Because secrets and secret handshakes and all that, people who do seedy shit. Now the priests are being found out for being fucking perverts, a lot of them, and you know, that's why a lot of these dudes are womenizers as adults, is because the freaking pervy priests were freaking having their way with them when they were altar boys, and you know, and check it out, like the storyline, the truth that is coming out now with, you know, nuns and convents being like sex slaves and stuff like that, you know, and all these abortions that have been had. That was a movie in the freaking 80s. What is it? Agnes of God? Is that what it was called? Controversial? Oh no, that can't. Agnes of God. Yeah, Jane Fonda was in it. Terrible reviews, evidently. It's because, you know, she got raped. She was a nun that got raped, if I remember right. I couldn't watch it. I'm an empath. Some stuff I can't freaking, because it's something in my spirit recognizes that, to the point that because you live it, you don't want to trigger, you know, you don't want to relive it. I have resolved all of my sexual abuse, emotional abuse, all of my abuses. I got above them so I could look down and process them as a balanced spirit. And people aren't doing that now. People are freaking realizing their spirit, you know, that the quiet voice and how they act when nobody's looking is who they are. And people are really either becoming more comfortable with who they are, or the dissonance that is creating shortages. The only reason why the world seems to be fucking complete chaos is because people are chaotic, feeling chaotic within themselves, and they don't know how to calm themselves down. People like me live to teach, go through a lot of freaking bullshit, so that we can say, look, you can be okay. Even though people tried to take your essence, you don't have to. People can try to take your essence all they want. Doesn't mean you got to give it up. Stand in your power. I help teach people how to stand in their power, to look at things direct, so you don't end up with kinks in their necks. I remember the last holiday, movie with Queen Latifah. I should watch that. Anyway, another girl. I don't have my kink in the neck for the same reason the assistant did. Anyway, my kink in my wife wasn't being me there. Or sometimes I'll get a pinch in my back because I'm trying to make sure the dogs are more comfortable with me and when I sleep. You know, I've been this. You know, in Vedic, my sun sign is Pisces. In Western, I'm an Aries, and it's how it. And so, sometimes I'm more of Aries and sometimes I'm more Pisces, depending on what the planets are doing in the sky. And if people paid attention more to their astrology, they would understand what is causing the freaking emotional uprisings, upheavals in themselves, because people are being made to remember. It's like a ching, it's like an alarm clock, ching, a vibrational alarm clock. When everybody spins up level enough and they get enough input, they start seeing the same things. And now what I have believed my whole entire life, I'm starting to see on MSN, you know, the North Pole moved. Really? It's not a conspiracy theory, what? There's no way to 100% verify anything, so. Anyway, hello. I think. Oh, so what did I do? This is the thing. I find out about stuff after the fact. Like, I've been a health practitioner my whole entire life. I didn't know about Reiki, but I always been good at it. But I was sitting here and I was playing, because when I'm cold in the morning, I'll loosen up by like playing the air drums, right? And I was like, I wonder if I did a little study and asked a bunch of drummers, you know, where they started out in like the average temperature, if the ones that played in a guitar when they were cold, if they had more of a range, because I remember watching Donnie, and that dude had like a sea of drum set, and he became a part of them. He just was the vibration, and it was just amazing to watch him. So I wonder if but he came from, when you're cold, you got to do, so you practice more because you want to stay warm. We got nothing else to do. You got a drum set, go out, or if like the ones that had drum lessons that became. See what I'm getting? I'm just rambling on. Anyway, bye bye. Or short out, pretty much. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.